It's the semi-finals, and it is time to see if any deck can take down. I mean, we did see that a Prism in Swiss took down this Verdance deck. The question, can Summer and Lexi take it on? She won her Prism best of 3 throughout the day. She was 1-1 in Swiss and then took it down in the quarterfinals. But now the question is, can she take down the Thorn of the Rose? Sam Dando, how you think this matchup's going to go?
I have no idea. I mean, we saw this Verdance earlier today, and it was mind-blowing what it was capable of between the fire breathing and the wombo combo from the double rampant growth. I mean, it is just so crazy. We could see a turn 1, turn 2 kills just right out the gate. I think the Lexi's going to need some insane aggro. We're going to need to see an early 3-of-a-kind Rain Razor, something like that, but we are definitely expecting fireworks from this game.
Absolutely. The question is, on the first turn of the game that we just last saw in the quarterfinals from Logan, it was disgusting, honestly. It was so much amp, it was Plume of Evergrowth, it was draw a million on the very first turn of the game. So we'll have to see who can find the aggression and who will get to hang out with Spoons in the winners column, because Spoon clearly is the real winner, right?
Of course.
Spoons is the real champion.
We all have a little bit of Spoons in our heart.
Looking ahead at the matchup, we can see Logan King, left side of your screen over there, on this breakout Verdance Thorn of the Rose deck. The epitome of a new hero playing with old tricks, right? This is a brand new hero in Rosetta, but some of those old cards, Kraken's Aether Vein, let me tell you, we never really got to see that thing do clearly what it's capable of in Classic Constructed, because there wasn't nearly the amp support that we have gotten in Rosetta. And now, as a result, turns out in a format where cards are so important, drawing 8 in a turn is pretty good.
So I hear. I mean, even in Classic Constructed, they said 2 was too much, and we had to get rid of that. So now look at this. We can draw upwards of 5, 8, 12, 20 cards potentially. I mean, what do you even do with 20 cards? I mean, talk about a man of riches.
Fire breathing.
Fire breathing for 100.
That's what we saw. Yeah, that's
if
what
you
we
happen to survive whatever's left. But I'm very interested to see what the approach here is for Summer, and if she has a plan into this deck, or if it's just going to be let's run it and see what happens. So let's see what happens. We have AB1 on Summer's side. I don't know if that will be able to stop a amp spell for 40, but if it is for 40, she will survive by pitching 1.
We will see here what the first turn of the game. Logan on the play, it looks like, or at least Logan had the opportunity to choose, and it looks as though making moves as though to start this game. So Logan kicking things off here. It's the semifinals of the Living Legend Proquest Plus.
Fruits of the Forest, healing 2. What a shocker. Haven't seen that one before. We got the Tome of Harvest in hand, though, which is doing functionally nothing. You know, it would be pretty unique if Logan went ahead and arsenaled that this turn to try to pull another Tome of Harvest to filter it out. Wouldn't be the first time I've been there, you know? You ever had to go through that before, Sam?
Yep.
Oh my God, yes. We're just here for a good time.
Okay. Well said. Well said. All right. This round's on me. So we're drawing a card. Summer is drawing a card as well. Already kind of stunting Summer's next turn, going to be minusing the attack on every arrow that's going to come out beyond that. Sam is kind of having a break right here, so I'm just going to let him get that out of his system.
Oh, man.
We already are going to be loading Voltaire at instant speed, it looks like, on the end of Logan's turn, so that Summer can go into her next turn with a 5 or 6 card hand.
Yeah, does she have any way to get go again, or is it just going to be the one arrow loaded? Most likely just the one, because you still need that second arsenal zone to make full use out of the powerful second arsenal that New Horizons gives you. Ooh, Rain Razors. That might be a nice way to force over some damage. So first true turn of the game, Arctic Incarceration, Sleep Dart, Codex of Frailty, and Rain Razors are the options for Summer here. She can do a lot with those cards, but does need to close the chain after playing that Sleep Dart to be able to do everything here.
Well, step 1 has passed. She did not die turn 0, so we are looking good.
Hey, we are looking good. We're looking up, folks.
We are going to probably load an arrow, give it go again here. I'm curious to see if she's going to fire off the Rain Razors now, or if she's going to try to arsenal it and save it for a bigger turn. But, you know, we are on the clock. With every turn that passes, Logan is gaining health and getting closer and closer to the rampant growth. We see that Logan kept the Tome of Harvest in hand, ideally probably waiting to play it on his next turn, so that we can cycle through even faster to find those combo pieces.
But I have to imagine the Rain Razors gets played here. Otherwise, it's really hard to use that Codex of Frailty, and you want to use all the cards here. Otherwise, you want to pair those two cards together, perhaps. Yeah, Rain Razor is going to come out, bump this up to 6. Here's the thing. Sleep Dart couldn't be less relevant. I don't think there is a decomposed card in this Verdance deck. That is not what it's here for. And if that doesn't tell you a little bit about the strength of Kraken's Aether Vein, this is one of the first times I've ever seen a deck where the hero ability is just completely not a part of the equation. So it looks as though we're going to be moving on and just keeping that Codex of Frailty in the hand, because it would be hard to get the go again on that second arrow without utilizing the Snapdragon Scaler, something that even when I was just talking about this turn, I forgot you need to get that go again to really utilize the strength of it. So going to keep it in the hand here, establish another 5-card hand with that arsenal, threaten a Bloodrot Pox.
A Quiver of Rustling Leaves, I have not seen that card in actually quite some time, but it is very relevant in a matchup like this where you are wanting to go as fast as possible and really filter out those arrows so that you can overextend and really lay on the damage when you have those big turns. I'm curious to see if we get to the point where that is going to come up, ideally on a 3-of-a-kind turn, but some are drawing another Rain Razors, so we can really hope to see that push through damage.
Tome of Harvests going to be tough for Summer to look at here. Staring down a huge amount of cards in Logan's hand. That has go again, a Bloodrot Pox, but this deck can gain so much life. Whisper of the Oracle, Tome of Findall, this round's on me. Arcane Twining. Not an incredibly impactful hand here, though, out of this Verdance deck.
Logan probably going to be very kind and bring another one on the house with this round's on me, giving a drink to Summer and taking one back for himself so that they can each get one card deeper, but more importantly, preserve some life. But opting to play, oh no, we're going to be amping here and try to dig further for some more draws. Pitching this round's on me instead.
Here comes 2 damage, amping 1. Summer's going to AB 1, so 1 damage across to 39, 1 card drawn.
See, look, that's super
Kraken's
fair.
Aether Vein.
Only drawing 1 card.
It's totally fair. And that 1 card's not even that impactful. It's only a card called Rampant Growth Life.
Oh, we found it.
Yeah. Turns out it was only 1 card away.
Step 1. Complete.
Yep.
Now, moving on, we're going to Whisper probably, or just dig a little bit further into the deck to find other combo pieces. But as we have seen earlier, finding that first Rampant Growth is just the start of some very heinous things. Once that Rampant Growth gets into the graveyard, being able to recur it back with Plume of Evergrowth, Plume of Evergrowth allows you to have a double turn, which is really what this OTK is wanting to accomplish. Truce, brand new card.
Brand new card.
Wonderful new card, really showing how peaceful Logan is trying to be in this game and trying to be very honest with this gameplay. We're gonna
to the wizard.
We're gonna
Wizard lies. There is no peace being offered here.
Oh my gosh, and there's the second Rampant Growth, and we also have a Tome of Fjendal in Arsenal, which is going to heal an absurd amount next turn if we get to that point. Logan maniacally laughing, knowing what's about to happen. Summer shaking her head in dismay, going, oh no, this is not going to go well.
And the Truce also threatens as soon as Verdance is targeted with an attack, that Truce is going to pop, and Logan will draw yet another card on the turn. So the first action for Lexi, flipping with her hero ability. We're going to see that Codex of Frailty.
Codex of Frailty. You remember this card used to be really good, but now we have cards that draw 20. So in the face of this Codex is actually looking a little underwhelming, which I never thought I would say in my lifetime. But Codex of Frailty, always a very powerful card, and probably going to be able to push some additional damage. But it does look like Summer is opting to just start with this Remorseless for go again, probably.
I appreciate you saying it.
I should have looked.
6 damage. Looks as though this is just going to be +1, so Summer is attempting to set up a 5-card hand here. Excuse me, a 6-card hand. The question is, will she even be around to see that 6-card hand, depending on just how crazy this turn is going to go? That's going to trigger the Truce, so we're going to draw a card here for the Verdance deck. Oh, another way to gain even more life. Oh my goodness.
Oh no. Fruits of the forest.
Just a little smile on Logan's face. I think they know just precisely how gnarly this could get. No Spell Void for the option over there on the Lexi side.
What are we thinking? How many cards were we going to see draw next turn? Just give me a rough guess. What do you think is about to happen here?
Well, we've already drawn an extra card for the Tome of Findall. That's going to gain 5, 6, 7.
No, a lot. Because if you do it after you hit with the Krakens, you're going to be having like 15 cards in your hand. So you're going to heal like 17 cards.
Whoa.
So Mage Master's coming down.
No, looks like we're doing it first. Pitching a
Aw.
single card, so that's only going to be 4.
You good?
in order to play the Tome of Findall. Wants to threaten more on the draw. Gonna go ahead, let's say.
Yes, I will lose.
So this will actually, draw 2. Excuse me. I forgot this card actually draws 2 cards. I thought it was just gaining life. No. We're gonna draw 2 cards here. Still keep our action point thanks to the Mage Master Boots.
A modest 6 life gain here.
6 life gained. I believe that's a photon splicing. So another amp capability. We're gonna be amping so much. We've already gained 6 life. We can see represented there with that dice. We have 2 Rampant Growth lives. We have the Fruits of the Forest. That's going to go ahead and discard for 2 more life.
Rampant Growth is going to be played 3 times this turn, to be noted, because of the plume. So I'm going to expect the amp on this to be insanely huge.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be able to amp 3 different times with these Rampant Growths.
Yep.
Oh, goodness me. Here we go, folks. It's going to be the next 2 life gained. Yeah, you can see both players having a bit of a smile as it feels as though the tsunami is impending. We can see it past our shores. Our defenses may not stand against this. Let's see precisely what comes next. First,
fasten your seatbelt, people. This is about to be a wild ride we're about to experience. I don't think I'm going to see anything like this ever in my lifetime.
Again, after this?
Yes, I think we are witnessing history right now.
And I will hold priority on Rampant Growth. So I will go to 30.
This is going to be our first copy of Rampant Growth Life. We're now at 9 life gain. It's going to be our second copy of Rampant Growth Life. So we're now going to be at 10 life gain. So we're already going to amp for...
I don't know what this card does.
Yeah, let's see. Summer says, I don't know what this card does.
Amp 10, amp 10.
Amp 10 and amp 10. So we're amping 20 just so far. And that's before the Plume of Evergrowth comes into the mix. Yeah, 20 so far on the Kraken's Aether Vein. That seems
we can
good.
still amp one more time
with the hold focus.
With the plume.
Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
we haven't even seen the Plume of Evergrowth.
You're right. The hold focus will do one more amp. That is, yeah, you are right.
I already said the Plume of Evergrowth, so that's why I was confused. This is now coming back. So why don't we amp? This one will be for 11. Let's amp for an additional 11 here. I mean, if we wanted to see just what was possible at about the apex of power in Flesh and Blood, we're getting to see it. We're getting to see. I don't think I've ever seen anything as strong as this. There is nothing that has been done in Flesh and Blood that will be as strong as drawing what looks to be, right now, 30 cards.
Summer shaking her head just knowing, wow, this is going to be quite insane. You know what? I will say, though, I do hope this first one doesn't kill, because I can't wait to see how Logan manages 30 cards in his hand.
Oh, we're gonna see.
Look at the smile. Look at the smirk on Logan's face, just knowing
We're going to see right now. Actually, it looks like 31, because let's remember, the Kraken's Aether Vein also just comes in for 1.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that one.
Yeah. So that's just going to come in for 1 here. So, yeah.
Noting,
of course, he's got to gain the life there. Logan going to 32. Oh, no, sorry. Taking 1 life from the Remorseless triggers.
No. It shouldn't be, because Remorseless is on action cards, and there has not been 1 action card played yet on this.
Well, the Tome of Findall, so maybe that's what.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right.
Maybe that's
got to make sure the game state is clear. You're right.
Make sure the game state is free and clear. Gonna draw the whole deck here, 31. So Summer is, unfortunately, down to 8.
I'm being bullied right now.
It's a close game.
Summer's saying she's being bullied. I can't argue with her. This does feel like, I think, bullying in Flesh and Blood form. Drawing 30 cards, not very good.
You can't watch this game and just get a little spark of joy in your heart, and just seeing the majesty, the glory, the fantastic, just plays that I have just never experienced in my life. I mean,
oh my gosh, look at that hand. We are gonna see a fire breathing for how much? How big is this fire breathing gonna be?
We need to just, I don't even know what to say.
Let's go Thrive. Let's just listen in.
Double
Thrive.
Yeah.
Gotta lose 2 life.
Yeah, Summer's saying, hey, take your damage, bro.
Gotta make sure it's clean. Clean
You got
gameplay.
2 life that has to be ticked down thanks to the Remorseless. And that might be the difference here, folks. We have to remember the Remorseless triggers.
Fire breathing coming in for just a casual, unassuming 3 at this point.
Let's bring fire breathing up. Let's see, what does fire breathing do? Let's just remember real quick. Yeah, we're going to put the whole hand down to block here. That's going to get +1 with 1 pitch, but the 2 thrives are going to make that +3
Look
every
at Logan,
single
just
time.
Can't even contain the smile, just waiting. Just so excited for this. This is going to be one of the best memories I have watching Flesh and Blood, for sure. I will never forget this moment.
11, 14, 17, 19, 22, 25, 26, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 36, 38, 41, 44, 47, 48, 50, 53, 56.
Okay, well, don't forget, you're going to amp again.
Yes, there will be an amp
we
trigger.
need to track that
Yes.
you're amping.
I lost count.
Wait, oh, I'm
50.
so sorry.
I believe it was 53, 54.
That's how Summer's going to win this game.
55, 58, 61.
Yeah, for sure.
So this is 61 times 3 is 180. This is 186.
Yeah, I don't think this is gonna cover that up.
No,
Is
it's
this
not
sufficient for
going to
stream?
cover that up.
Is
Yeah,
it?
186 on the combat chain.
I played Thrive twice.
And there you have it, folks. One of the most insane games of Flesh and Blood I have ever seen in my life. This is a magical moment. I have never seen so much joy in one person's face before. This is incredible.
You know, can you hear that sound? Can you hear that sound?
Candace, please.
I think it's the sound of everybody at LSS looking up and sensing a disturbance in the force.
Tears of laughter.
I think there's going to be some work need to be done this weekend.
Yeah, the players making some pleas to the heavens.
Please
There has
ban this
been
card.
a disturbance in the force, and somewhere across the pond, I think some important people in our leadership are perhaps going,
Like 9 less damage.
Please save us. Please save us.
we got a calling in Chicago. Let's see what that metagame will look like as Lexi unfortunately falls to a fire breathing for only about 186. I mean, that's not that crazy. What are some things we could do to stop that? Wait, you guys. This is a deck building. Honestly, this could have been fixed in deck building. You want to know why?
Should
Wait,
just
no, hold
play
on.
Poison
Snag,
the Well.
snag doesn't work, right? Snag doesn't work?
No.
Because snag has to be
No,
reactions.
You could play Aetherize to negate the rampant growth. You could have just played Channel the Bleak Expanse to deny all the draws. You could play Verdance.
You could, yeah, play the mirror.
Yeah, and win before they win.
Yeah. Whew. I mean, I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Never seen anything like this. Who knows if we'll ever see anything like this again? It does feel like Flesh and Blood at its absolute apex.
Yeah.
Perhaps a bit too strong.
I would say just a tad.
Maybe just a tad.
Just a tad.
Maybe just a tad. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick 3-minute break. Make sure everyone feels okay out there. Make sure everybody in the booth feels okay. Everybody feels safe, and then we'll get back to you with the finals of the Proquest Plus and see just how much damage this Verdance deck can do. But before that, we're gonna actually see the Prism Mirror because that's going on right now. In 3 minutes, we'll see you in just a second.
Stay safe out there.